What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time because I fucking hate every last one of you in the audience for making me do this stupid shit. God damn it, I don't want to watch this show. Man, fuck, this is torture. I know this is going to be torture. I'm dead ass serious too, man. I'm so serious. If this show doesn't deliver tonight, man, not only am I no longer watching AEW Dynamite, I'm not watching that pay-per-view, I'm not watching Collision, I'm not doing anything Dynamite oriented. From now on out, Wednesdays will be pay-per-view retro night, alright? Fuck, man, this is gonna be fucking torture. I don't want to watch this stupid ass show. What's the card for tonight? Jon Moxley versus Jay White versus Swerve Strickland in a dumbass Continental Classic tournament. Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. Samoa Joe and MJF versus the Devil's Henchmen. That was a shoot. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm dead serious. This card sounds boring as fuck. That was actually a shoot. Keith Lee to appear like why? Why do I give a fuck? Renee Patty Cake to interview Mariah May. What is this shit? Yo, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? And yo, even if fucking AEW delivers tonight, there's no fucking way in possible goddamn hell am I buying that fucking pay-per-view. I am not buying that pay-per-view. I know I could probably get in trouble for saying this, but let me just say it straight up. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get in trouble. But you know how I'm gonna watch the pay-per-view. You know, I don't have to say it. You know, but ain't no way in hell I'm paying $50 fucking for this goddamn pay-per-view. Oh, bro, there's nothing about this tonight that looks fucking exciting. I don't give a shit about Renee Patty Cake and Mariah A. I don't give a fuck about Keith Lee. I don't give a fuck about MJF and Samoa Joe versus the Gay Henchmen. I don't give a shit about the Continental Classic. There's nothing about this. Oh, boy, you gotta be the most diehard of diehard AEW fans to give the actual slightest fuck about this card tonight. You know what I want to see? I want to see the road. I'm ready for the road to the Royal Rumble. That's what I want to do. I want to watch Raw or I want to watch SmackDown. That's what I want to see. Because that's where the fucking money is. I know you AEW fanboys are going to get mad at me saying this, but I'm sorry, bro. There's nothing about this card that looks exciting. But you know what? I'm going in with the lowest of low expectations. I'm going to just going to wing it. Maybe they might change my mind. I don't know. God almighty, I really, really don't know. There's only one way. There's only one way to figure this out. There's only one way to find out. And that's to fucking waterboard myself with this goddamn show. Wish me luck. Well, I mean, it went like 30 fucking minutes. Like, legitimately, if you take into account the entrances and the entire match as a whole between Jon Moxley and Jay White and Swerve Strickland, because they opened up the show with that match. It went like damn near 30 minutes. You know, I'll be fair, and I'll say at the very least, this match that went 30 minutes had a purpose and it had a reasoning for going 30 minutes. I mean, again, I still don't see what all the hubbub is about in regards to the consequences of the tournament, or I guess the rewards in this matter. But I will say that at the very least, they went out there and they had a good match. It was a solid match. It wasn't bad. I mean, Swerve Strickland didn't win the match, and I kind of figured that to be the case because Jon Moxley kind of got the shit kicked out of him by Jay White, and that looked very uncharacteristic. So I had to assume they only did that so Jay White taking the pinfall tonight was going to kind of ease it a little bit it wouldn't make Jay White look like a complete jobber, even though he was just in the main event for the World Championship against MJF. So when I seen that finish, I don't even remember. I guess that match happened last week. I didn't see the match, so I don't know. But I thought Swerve Strickland was going to win, going off of the story they were telling. But as soon as I seen Jay White beat the shit out of Jon Moxley like he did in that manner, I said to myself, okay, yeah, Jon Moxley's going to win the match. I already knew off rip. And I'm assuming it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston, because Eddie Kingston keeps taking L's against Bryan Danielson. And they already did Danielson and Moxley last year, so I got to assume they want to do the two best friends in this stupid-ass match. Okay, so, and if Moxley wins, fuck, so what? If Eddie Kingston wins, so what? I'll give credit where credit is due also. The video package, trying to at least hype up the match with Kingston and Danielson. It was a pretty good video package. It did its job. At the very least, it's like, all right, well, I mean, if you even want to call it a story, I mean, they take the small minimalistic things. Like I said earlier today, they take the small minimalistic things and hang their hat on and call it a story. I guess the whole thing is supposed to be Bryan Danielson doesn't respect Eddie Kingston. He keeps calling him a bum because Eddie Kingston is a fucking bum. Like, shoot, I'm not even kidding you. He's a fucking bum, like a legit fucking bum. Why is this guy in the fucking ring? I'm assuming we're going to have Eddie Kingston go over to prove a point and yada, yada, yada. And it's going to be Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley. Was it this Sunday or this Saturday? Wait, hang on. I see Swerve Strickland. Give me a second. All right, we got the Mariah May bitch coming on a little bit. But Swerve Strickland, all right, pretty solid promo. That was nice. I dug it. You know what Swerve Strickland's character kind of reminds me of a little tiny bit? It's now starting to hit me where he's getting his influence from. The way he's carrying himself, the monologue in which he's actually speaking a little tiny bit. He kind of reminds me of Denzel's character from Training Day. Alonzo, right? That's his name? He's carrying himself in that manner. It took me a minute, but I'm like, yeah, that's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Alonzo for Training Day. And you know what? They said, he brought up a good point. He's like, he didn't get pinned in the match with Jon Moxley and Jay White, which he didn't. I'm happy he didn't get pinned. That's another reason why I'm not too upset about the triple threat match, even though he lost the match and I wanted him to win. He didn't get pinned. Like you said, it was Jay White's garbage ass who got pinned. And, you know, apparently they're now going to finally, after what, like a year or two, damn near, finally hit on the Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland match. It gives Swerve an easy win, and it gives him something to do in December, or this upcoming weekend. So it's all good in the hood, in my opinion. But yeah, it was a solid triple threat match. Nothing that I really give too much of a fuck about. I don't want to give a shit about the consequences all too much, but it is what it is, bro. Take it for what you will, right? With that being said, let's continue on. Let's hear what Mariah May is talking about. All right. So far, okay. I'll say so far this show's been pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's been decent. I'm not going to say it's been the best in the world, but it's been decent. It's been good enough where I feel like if they continue on this route, they're hanging on by a thread, but I can I feel comfortable reviewing the pay-per-view, and I feel comfortable reviewing the show next week. It's okay so far. The matches they're putting on, it matters. The angles that they're trying to do, again, it's a little bit like clumsy, a little tiny bit, but it's the thought that counts and it's the attempt that matters, and I can see where they're going with certain things. Again, I appreciate the angles and the promos a hell of a lot more than the matches, and if you're going to do a match, at least the match matters. They did the triple threat match. Right now we have Bryan Danielson getting ready to go up against Eddie Kingston in 2 Continental Classic matches. Again, I don't care for the Continental Classic in terms of consequences, like I said beforehand, but at least it's matches that fucking matter. You know what I mean? At the very least, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for you to fucking go out of your way to do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, just fucking give me something that fucking matters. And if you're gonna put on some lame-ass house show exhibition match, then get the fuck in and get the fuck out. But let's go through some of these segments real quick. First things first, Rio sucks. Rio's fucking terrible. Rio sucks. She sucks. I hate her. She sucks. How's she even here in the United States? How did she fucking get here, bro? Does she have like someone like leading her? Where's her little cane, bro? With her eyes that slanted, there's no fucking way she should be able to see going forward. Oh my god, bro. And that should be some type of child abuse. How the fuck are you gonna have goddamn Toni Storm go in there and beat the fuck out of a little kid? Oh wait, no, that didn't happen. It was vice versa. The little kid beat the fuck out of Toni Storm and her fine ass friend Mariah May. I want Mariah May and Toni Storm to suck on my balls in my head at the same time. Like, I just want to fuck fuck the both of them. At the same time, I'm not the only one. Don't play like I'm fucking being a freak. Don't be like, oh, Devontae, you're being a little bit of a pervert. Because guess what? I am. Call me Master Roshi, bitch ass nigga. But Mariah May, her special little announcement that I kind of cut you guys off on there for a second was apparently her debuting next week. I know, right? Fuck, you get me. No, not so much. No, but apparently Mariah May is going to be here next week. You had Riho. She came out, all 90 pounds of her. She came out and she chased Mariah May to the ring, and apparently, unrealistic bullshit happened with her taking out her and Toni Storm's thick-ass booty, which is so weird to me that will never happen in real life. I can never take Rio seriously. But of course, AEW fans, they like that Japanese shit. They like to go fuck some of their lollies because they themselves are all rapists. And I know I just called all AEW fans rapists. I hold nothing back. I have no fucks to give. Don't forgive me. I don't care. Not to mention, I speak objective truth. Yes, you guys are pedophiles. Yes, you guys are rapists. Yes, you guys sleep with your socks on one fucking hand. Yes, the FBI should be looking through your phones, but for some reason you guys have it locked up and you're being good boys. You know what? Fine. Continuing on though. No, but seriously, Rio sucks. Top Flight. Okay, continuing on. Tony Schiavone was in the ring, right? And he's making this announcement. He's like trying to play it up all dramatic. He got this little stupid ass microphone. Got the little microphone. I can't tell the difference between the microphone and Will Hobbs. I mean, maybe Will Hobbs is a little bit bigger, but seriously, with that fucking peasy ass head of his, I can't tell the difference between the microphone and him. Tony Schiavone is like announcing that Don Callis failing to come out. We're all supposed to pretend as if Don Callis has heat, so we're just gonna be marks about the shit and boo him and say, fuck you, Callis. Like, seriously, as if Don Callis actually has fucking heat. Come on, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But Tony Schiavone, he nevertheless cuts a promo, or he he does not cut a promo. That would be Mr. Don Callis himself who cuts the promo. And he's like, I got these 4 boxes because it's Boxing Day in Canada, and for some reason Muhammad Ali isn't here because he's dead. And for some reason, Mike Tyson is not here because he's dead. Wait, no, his career, excuse me. And like he has like these 4 pictures because that's his gimmick. He has a bunch of picture frames, and he lifts up one picture, and for some reason you have Will Hobbs and Tony God damn, I keep calling him Tony Schiavone. Don Callis looking like a white Tupac. Never thought I'd put those 2 words together. Then he has another picture with Takeshita, and for some reason, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know if he's a samurai. I didn't really pay attention to the picture with Takeshita all too much. But then he has another stereotypical picture. Like, seriously, all 3 pictures. Gotta say, cultural appropriation. Am I right, AEW progressives? Cultural appropriation. Don Callis is appropriated by culture. He's appropriated by culture. No, none of you guys? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Then you see him and the other dude, whatever his fucking name is, Sky Blue's girlfriend. He's like boxing a kangaroo, and it's like, oh, look at that, that's so cute again. Cultural appropriation! And then Sammy Guevara makes his grand return from pounding Tay Conti's pussy and, making what wrestlers usually make, which are daughters, because they don't know how to make sons. Hook me up with your fucking wives. I got you. I have a son. I can give your wife a son. He comes out, and he's like, I'm Hispanic, yet I can't speak Spanish. I'm actually a fucking gringo. I was out with a concoction because my wife gave me some dick in my throat. And Don Callis is like, look, bro, we got you a picture too, man. It's me and the homies. We hugging you. We hugging your baby, yo. We about to gang rape your baby, nigga. And Sammy Guevara's like, nigga, why you got my picture? What the fuck is this? Why my baby in your picture, bro? And he's like, oh, you didn't hear me? Let me repeat myself. We about to gang rape your baby, nigga. And Sammy Guevara pushes him on the floor. And I get that, bro. You say that about my baby, I'll beat your shit. I will beat your ass too, bro. You ain't coming anywhere near my baby, homie. But regardless, though, Sammy Guevara gets his ass kicked. And this is where kind of the cumbersome shit starts to happen. Because at first, I thought the segment was actually pretty decent. I thought this was actually pretty good. Sammy Guevara comes back after being gone with a concussion and being pregnant. Yes, Sammy Guevara was the one that was pregnant. Don't get it twisted. Don't listen to the wrestling media. It's all just rumors in the end of the day. That was good. I like that. And then Chris Jericho comes out and he makes the save. I mean, even though the last time they were together, seriously, have they had even 5 segments together with Sammy Guevara as the heel? It's okay. It's okay. Chris Jericho saves him, and then for some reason, because again, you kind of just smushed a bunch of shit together, you had Rick Ross come out and Wild Bill Hiccup, and they start beating the crap out of Sammy Guevara, who they have no problems with. They have problems with Jericho, but I guess because he's in the ring, okay, whatever. I'll pretend as if that actually fucking makes sense. That's fine. I get it. 2K. And then he started to beat the crap out of him. What's his name again? Ricky Starks and fucking what the fuck is that name again? Fucking Edge test looking motherfucker. Fuck. Oh yeah, Bill Cassidy. Big Bill. There you go. And yeah, they beat the crap out of Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Then the lights cut off because the lights they flicker on and on when fucking with AEW. And Sting and Darby Allin, who I thought was dead somewhere up in the fucking Appalachian Mountains, they're there and they start fucking helping out Jericho and fucking Sammy Guevara, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh wait, no, that's right, it's AEW. We have to have the, you gotta have that token 4-man tag team match. Seriously, it's like every fucking pay-per-view, you have to have at least one 4-on-4 tag team match, or 5-on-5 tag team match, or Canadian Stampede tag team match, or 4-way ladder match. Has to be just one. If you don't have one, then Tony Khan's somewhere having a fucking aneurysm. So it looks like that's the path they're gonna probably go down towards, where you have the Don Callis family, 2 members from their little clique going up against what's his name, teaming up with Ricky Starks and Wild Bill Hiccup to take on fucking Jericho and Guevara and Sting and Darby Allin. We all see where this is going, and it's lazy as fuck, but like I said, it's the thought that counts. At the very least, they promoted a lot of time to this angle. I felt like they kind of fit too much. I felt like they were trying to put all their eggs in one basket. Like they were just trying to put in all angles just to get it over with, which I can appreciate to a certain degree as far as the angle. But there was a way I felt like they could have probably spread this out to Collision. I mean, granted, no one's gonna fucking watch because it's Collision in the end of the day. And maybe that's why they fucking did it. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, I would much rather seeing all that shit than seeing that fucking huge clusterfuck than watching a fucking match with Grand Metalik versus some other goddamn luchador. Also, we got Edge and Christian coming up soon for a sit-down interview, so hopefully that should be pretty good too. But with that being said, we have Patchy the Pirate over here versus Eddie. My God, you're not Kofi Kingston. In a match right now, so let's see what's going on with that shit. Bang. Alright, so let me hurry up and review this really quick because we got Christian and Edge about to do an interview in a little tiny bit, and I got so much time to do this while commercial is still on. That was fantastic. That was good. I can't even hate on that. That was the best match I've seen so far, or period. I guess it's the end of it, right? Well, I guess you do have Moxley and Eddie Kingston, who are in the finals of this Continental Classic. But yeah, I enjoyed this match a hell of a lot more than that triple threat match. These two went out there and they beat the shit out of each other. This was good. This was fantastic. I can't even front. Like, this is my style of wrestling that I like, so it's a lot easier for me to engage with it. And I do recommend, if you guys want to see some really, 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 really good wrestling, go check out Daniel Bryan versus Eddie Kingston, man. That was fantastic. That was the best Eddie Kingston match I've ever seen in my life. Probably, yeah, there's no other, yeah, for sure. That's not really hard to say. And of course, leave it up to Brian Danielson to pull it out of when these guys beat the shit out of each other. I mean, I didn't like, the kicking out of finishers because, again, it's like an AEW indie staple and it gets kind of annoying after a while. But, the shots to the face, the shots to the chest, Brian Danielson's chest bleeding like crazy. And I don't know, I'm just a really, really big fan of that stiff German suplex, powerbomb, clothesline type of shit. I love that shit. And, you had Brian Danielson, who was just like kicking fucking, as he likes to say, kicks fucking Eddie Kingston's head in. And Eddie Kingston looks like he's about to pass out. And he's like lifting his arms up all disoriented. And one of his last things he does is sticks his middle finger at Brian Danielson. They go back and forth for a little bit longer. And it gets to a point where Eddie Kingston hits him with a backhand shot and knocks him loopy. They go back and forth for a little bit longer. Hits him with another gnarly backhand shot. Lifts him up for a powerbomb. Doesn't get him up all the way. But I think he did that just to kind of like brace himself to like give himself a little bit more leverage, and then he lifts up Brian Danielson again and hits him with a nasty fucking powerbomb. And then he stacks him up and he wins the blue side of the tournament. So Jon Moxley comes out and he confronts Eddie Kingston because, well, it's going to be him versus Eddie Kingston at the pay-per-view. Great promo. Jon Moxley essentially, not slipping up on his words, saying that, hey, I'm not going to take it easy on you when it comes to our match at the World's End show. Eddie Kingston, same thing. I love how he interrupted John Moxley in the middle of his pro. It's like Moxley legitimately. It wasn't just like some key, like some key word to kind of give Eddie Kingston the time to talk in the microphone. No, it's like John Moxley still legitimately had more words to say, and then Eddie Kingston just like stopped him in the middle of the promo, took the microphone out of his hand, and he's like, "Look, I'm not your little young boy, you bitch. I'm your senpai. I broke in this business before you did. You know, when it comes time for that pay-per-view, I know I'm the underdog. I know I'm the king of the bums, but motherfucker, I'm gonna take your bitch ass out." That was good. It was solid. That was nice. All that was great. That's the best segment I've seen so far. And yeah, I'm actually willing to watch this pay-per-view now just to see that match in particular. Oh wait, Edge, he's beating the shit out of... Wait, hold on. Edge and Christian are fighting. Give me a second. Hang on. Okay, so the women are about to wrestle right now, so I can talk through this match. Okay, damn, I popped myself doing that. Fuck. Yo, I don't give a fuck about the women, man. Fuck the women, bro. It's Kriss Statlander, so I legitimately want to fuck her anyways. Yo, but no, Christian and Edge. Okay. Again, I will say tonight it's a step in the right direction. It's more good than it is bad. I would definitely say that. They still have a lot of work to do to catch up with WWE, in my opinion, because this company is still cold as fuck. But as far as how they're building up to their pay-per-view tonight, they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. They're doing just enough to get me wanting to watch the pay-per-view. I would definitely say that. I don't think they can. I don't think they can really fuck up enough right now to get me to just say fuck AEW, fuck not wanting to watch the show. Nah, I think at this point I'm pretty solid now, believing whether or not I want to watch the pay-per-view, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch the show. This was a good show so far tonight. I can't front. It was good. You had Edge and Christian. There wasn't even an interview. Edge just went inside there and started beating the shit out of everybody that was in the room. Beat the crap out of I didn't see Luchasaurus. I'm pretty sure he was probably in the segment, but I didn't see him. But I did see Nick Wayne, and he punished him, and then he started to fight Christian out in the hallway, in the corridor, and you had all the wrestlers breaking it up, all the nerds and geek security guards coming. No authority figures to break it up, right? But eventually, Edge and them were separated, and you can hear Edge going, "You're mine! You're mine!" And Christian is like, "You jumped me from behind, you coward!" So, again, I still feel like, because damn, what, Edge came to AEW in October, right? I think he came in October. Never mind the yawning. It's AEW. It's just like, it's kind of like a, what's what I'm looking for? You know how your body just fucking does things, and you have no control of it. It just does it because something is currently happening. I can't think of the word right now. Someone in the comments should let me know. Stop being a little bitch. Damn, bruh. Instinct. There we go. Fuck. I answered it myself. So, yeah, you're still little bitches, okay? But yeah, he came in October, right? So I still kind of feel like, they're rushing this a little tiny bit. I still feel like they have a lot more juice to give. I feel like that the TNT Championship should not be anywhere near Edge and Christian while they're feuding right now. These are a bunch of opinions that I have that no one's going to actually give a shit about, or no one's going to actually side with, because, fuck you guys. That's why. And yeah, again, nice segment. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, nice segment. Great match between Eddie Kingston and Brian Danielson. And, a solid match, a solid show. Just a overall solid show. Nice combination of angles, nice combination of storylines. Matches that actually fucking matter. I mean, you got this match with Sky Blue and Kriss Statlander. I mean, who gives a fuck about that? But, at least it's women with fat... God, Leah. Damn, Kriss Statlander got ass. Kriss Statlander... Oh, good. Damn, bruh. Bruh, she bends over. You can see all that pussy. Look at that shit right there. God. Damn, Kriss Statlander finer than a bitch. Damn, bruh. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I got mesmerized there for a second. Alright. So we got the main event still love. Tag team match. MJF Samoa Joe versus these nerds or whatever the case may be. Let's get to it, because again, I don't think they're going to do anything to really... They have to fuck up catastrophically for me to want to say fuck AEW in this main event. They will have to fuck up, abysmally, catastrophically terrible. It has to be, one of the worst main events of all time. And professional wrestling history that I've ever seen to get them to really fuck up. So, it's safe to say that I'm going to probably conclude, the show was great. It was good. I want to say great, but good. Definitely good. Probably like a low B, high C. So, with that being said, let's get into the main event. And then we'll conclude this whole video with a shabang bang. Hey, that's pretty cool, man. I just seen that Gunther, he has a new baby son now. That's pretty cool. Everybody's having babies in 2023. Mazel tov! Mazel tov! Allahu Akbar! I'm sorry. Speaking of Allahu Akbar, MJF. You know what? I much, like I said, I much prefer this type of stuff than I do matches any day of the week, especially the kind of matches that AEW have. So you had Samoa Joe, who was right. So before they started this match, which if you even want to call it a match, which it wasn't. I mean, it was all just stuff just to kind of, prolong, not even prolong. I think they just did that just to kind of mask the fact that MJF is legitimately hurt. He's so dropping that belt. I swear to God, he's dropping that belt this Saturday. This dude, he's going full on Shawn Michaels in 1998. He's going in that match injured. I think he's just gonna tough it out, grit his teeth. He's dropping that championship belt. There's no fucking way Tony Khan's going to keep the belt on him. He's dropping that belt, and he's going to probably be injured and be out for a couple of months. And Samoa Joe's going to reign supreme as the new AEW champion. My thing is, though, this is a bit of a nice conclusion. So it leaves a bunch of questions unanswered that I'm very curious as to where they're going with this. So they have Samoa Joe pretend... Well, I already said it. Fuck it. Pretend that he's was injured backstage, and MJF is on the entranceway, and he's looking at the two devils who are masked up in the ring. And he goes into the ring. He's like, I'm going to still have this match anyways. He has his ROH Tag Team Championship belts, and he has his AEW World Championship belt. He goes in the ring. He has his match, if you even want to call it that. He attempts to fight, but eventually, he goes out the ring. This wasn't even a match. It was really just an angle for real. He got hit in the shoulder or the leg. I didn't pay attention. With a pipe from one of the other guys who weren't a part of the match, one of the other demon guys. He comes back into the ring, and one of the demon guys hits him with his own heat seeker and gets the pin and wins the ROH Tag Team Championship belts. Just like that. Again, the match wasn't even 30 seconds, if you even want to call it that. It's so obvious that they're just trying to, cover up for the fact that MJF legitimately cannot wrestle the match. And, if they don't want to risk any more further injury to MJF before his match ends on Saturday, which I'm just going to warn you guys right now, there's a good chance, again, this is Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 14 all over again. There's a good chance this match ain't going to be good. And for whatever reason, no, I wouldn't even say that. I'll say for the right reasons. MJF is going in there and he's going to do business. Good on him for doing business. He doesn't have to do this. One may argue he shouldn't be doing this for his own sake, for his own health. But I guess he just looks at it like, just go in there, drop the belt like I'm supposed to. Like my heroes, CM Punk. They both would have held the championship belt. And from November to January? No, I guess MJF will be dropping the belt in December. So I guess I wouldn't quite. It'd be like 2 days shy of January, but almost the same amount of time as CM Punk back in 2011 to 2013. Am I right? I'm right. Shut up. But afterwards, Samoa Joe, he gets in the ring and he chases them off with a steel chair. And the Titantron, the little demon Titantron that comes on, it pops up and it says, "Nice doing business with you." And you have Samoa Joe who's behind MJF with the chair, and he kind of turns his head like the demon does or the devil does. And the Titantron, he hits MJF in the back with a chair. And, he beats the crap out of him with the chair and he walks away. And that's pretty much the ending going into the pay-per-view, which is fine. The angle was fine. I don't mind it. I just do have a bunch of questions as far as okay, so is Samoa Joe the devil? Is that what they're implying? Or is there a mastermind behind all this? I guess I do have to review the pay-per-view, don't I? All right, so I guess I'm reviewing the pay-per-view because at least they gave me a good show tonight. This was a good show. I can't front. This was a fine show. The ending was great. My only complaint with the main event is I kind of wish they would have touched on MJF and Samoa Joe throughout the show rather than giving them barely 5 minutes, if that, because you still had commercial breaks. Barely giving them 5 minutes. And that was the only segment with the world champion. That's about the only complaint I have about that. They really need to do a better job as far as displaying their world champion, man. I'm not even asking for a bunch of segments, bro. A simple MJF showing up in the beginning of the night. You could have shaved some time off that triple threat match, bro. That shit went on for 30 minutes. You could have gave MJF 15 minutes of promo time. Let him cut a promo with Samoa Joe or whatever the case may be. Maybe Samoa Joe could have got injured earlier on in the night or something like that. You could have MJF cut a promo and have an interview with Renee Pattycake, and then you could have, have the main event and it could have played out the exact same way. But instead, you just give 5 minutes to MJF, and it's just, he's the world champion, bro. You You got to do a better job at displaying your world champions at AEW. That's about the only complaint I have about the whole angle. But the angle in itself was fine. It's just that, this consistent fucking display of hiding your champions and not showing them enough. It's just weird when you're a world champion. I mean, you gave more dedicated time to the Continental Classic than you did your world champion, bro. And your Continental Classic person isn't even going for the world. It's just... It's a clusterfuck when it comes to their booking, but as far as this show is considered, they still got a long way to go. But this is a step in the right direction. Matches that actually mattered, and some of the matches are actually pretty good. Solid angles for the most part tonight. You got me wanting to watch the pay-per-view at the very least, and that's all I can ask for on my show, so I'll give them kudos on that, man. I would definitely say this was probably like a C+ show. I would say that. It was solid. It was a solid show. Can't even front. But with that being said, folks, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How did you feel about the show? How do you feel about the fact that, goddamn it, now I guess I have to go against my word and watch AEW next week? And yes, I will be reviewing, fuck is the show called? World Ends. If for nothing else, I am curious to see what's going to happen with the Demons, if for nothing else. And I kind of want to watch Edge and Christian. And I want to watch Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. Not for the Continental Classic tournament, but just because, I want to see the match, So with that being said, folks, I will be catching you guys later tomorrow, depending on what video we have going on. Or maybe I don't want to drop a video. Maybe I just want to masturbate. Maybe I just want to go play some video games. You don't fucking know me, fool. Bitch ass nigga. With that being said, though, first, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you assholes later. Deuces in a motherfucking P-Ice, bitch.